I'm big on LeBron, man. I'm not like Jordan that doesn't like people and staying away from, the black people and stuff, no shade, but people wanted to love him, and I think especially our people, because we buy all his stuff.
All my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why, all my life, I've been grinding all my life, look, all my life, been grinding all my life, sacrifice, hustle paid the price, want a slice, got to roll the dice, that's why, all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharpe. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay, and the guy that's stopping by for conversation and a drink today is one of the internet's favorite comedians. He's a turned movie, TV star, entrepreneur, owner of a football team, CEO of Coulda Records. Druski.
Come on now.
What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, come on.
Man, thanks for stopping by, giving me a couple minutes of your time.
Yes, sir, man. I feel good, man. Just blessed, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, just black excellence. That's all it is.
Yeah. Let's toast.
Oh man, right off bat. Okay.
This is my cognac, Le Portier. Mm-hmm. It's a VSOP. We won best tasting VSOP in 2022. Mm-hmm. So this is to your success. We're going to talk about that.
Thank you, brother. Ooh, boy.
I might be up
That's
all
good right
night.
there, though.
I might not sleep for about 48 hours.
We're going to have to do something after this, man. We're going to have to do something. We got to go out.
It's only 3 o'clock.
We got to go out, man. We got to do something. We got to hit the club or something, man.
Congrats on the tour.
Yes, sir.
You got Coulda Records tatted on you. You're about to start a 30-city tour where you're the headliner.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about that.
Man, I opened up for a lot of different artists before this tour. Got a chance to open up for J. Cole, 21 Savage. They were both on the tour. Got a chance to open up also for Lil Baby and Chris Brown.
Wow.
They went on a big United States tour as well. So
right.
I just figured it's time, I haven't done anything for my fans yet. It's been 6 years. I've been going hard, going strong, putting out content, doing live pop-ups, doing live shows here, there, but I never did anything for my own fans. So now this is my time and an introduction to my fans to come out and show me love and, and also continue to get a vibe for the comedy that I'm putting out, So, it's going to be a great tour, man. I'm super excited, I just got a lot of emotions, for real, nervous, excited, don't know what to expect. This is my fans' first time seeing it, so yeah.
You mentioned putting out content for your fans. What should your fans expect?
They should definitely expect a little bit of Coulda Records. So the CEO gonna be in the building. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
Yeah, man. They'll get a taste of all things, man. We're actually looking right now for an opening for the tour. So so this is gonna be dope.
So you're looking for somebody. Hopefully you can provide them a break. That guys that you mentioned, Chris Brown, Lil Baby. I think you opened for Jack Harlow, 21 Savage.
Earlier on. Yeah.
So when you said, what did you learn from these artists? Because Chris Brown, some of the biggest artists in their chosen profession, and you're opening for them. So when you're around them, what are you seeing? Like, damn, if I get an opportunity to be a headliner, man, this is the way I'm gonna approach it.
Yeah. Well, I got the best of both worlds, man. I went on a J. Cole tour, very quiet backstage. Right. Not a lot of women.
Yeah.
Just chill vibe, Then I got a taste of.
Is that a good or bad thing?
It works. Hey, to each his own, brother. A win, so it is what it is.
No more.
But, then I got a taste of Lil Baby Chris Brown too.
Right.
Where it's flooded back there. You can't even, you can't leave your green room without seeing something. So I think I'm gonna be right in the middle, man.
Right.
I like a little bit of J. Cole, but you gotta have a little fun.
Yeah.
You gotta have a little fun.
You gotta have maybe not 500 of them things.
Not 500 of them.
But 250.
250.
Okay.
I do 250. I do 250 backstage, Nah, I'm messing around, man. Nah, I think the biggest thing that I learned from them, they're so locked in regardless of what's going on backstage and stuff. I had a chance to talk with all of them, and they're so serious about their craft and, getting prepared before the show and not having too many distractions before the show, maybe after the show, you know, at times.
Right.
But I think that's something that I took from that and was seeing how serious it is and the preparation it takes to get to that point. So yeah, that's a big thing for me.
I was reading when you mentioned that you opened for Jack Harlow early in his career. And I was reading that you showered at a rest stop and you was performing in front of 50 people.
Yeah.
Did you think at the time that you're showering at a rest stop and you're performing in front of 50 people, that you would later become the headliner of your own 30 city tour and become this?
Yes, I actually did, because we used to have conversations, me and Jack, on the bus. We was on a beatdown bus. I'm talking about, man, look.
Like the Bluebird, the school bus or the Greyhound bus?
The Magic School Bus. That's what we was on. We was on the Magic School Bus. We was just stacked on top of each other, and I had to come by myself. He had all his friends, so I wasn't familiar with him or everybody else he was with. It was just, I just had to come on and do my thing. And we used to have talks all the time on the bus, like, hey, man, this is what we want to do. This is my goal. This is where I want to be at. This is how I want to be. So me and him familiarize ourselves with each other, knowing that we wanted to do this. So it was just, we both were on the same page with our goals, you know? So we just, man, everything happened. So it's just like, we just continue to go, and the goals only get bigger. So yeah, man, that's probably the biggest thing I remember from that tour on a serious note. Yeah.
When you're opening for, and they put rappers, R&B, whatever, I think Jack Harlow is an R&B guy, rapper, and you get Lil Baby and Savage. Yeah. It's one thing to open for someone like that, and you're a comedian as opposed to opening for someone that's a comedian also. Yeah. So how would you prepare to do something like that when the crowd is like so different?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I did, and I appreciate the fans for adapting to it, I think I kind of created a lane for myself, you know, where I've never really seen anybody do that type of stuff, especially not in the stadiums I was going to, and you know, just going out there with improv. Like I'm literally going out there and fucking around. I mean, messing around with the.
You good, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure hey, we on Fox, ain't we?
Yeah, you good, you good.
Leave it up. But yeah, so just messing around with the fans, I think I'm just appreciative that they were able to adapt to such a big change. But yeah, it was definitely very different from what, you know, you're used to, but it ended up turning out every single tour was really good.
Right.
So, yeah.
You allow fans on stage. What are some of the craziest interactions that you've had with fans?
Man, I had this dude, he came on stage and he tried to get undressed.
Huh?
Yeah, he tried to get undressed on stage, man. And the fans were familiar with him because he's been on one of my Coulda Been records. And you know, I know he'd take his shirt off.
Right.
I didn't know he was gonna get naked.
Come on, Joe.
He tried to get naked, man. And you know, we stopped it right before it went, but he's a dancer, man. He's a hell of a dancer. We let him do his thing. But yeah, that's probably the craziest that has gotten on stage, bringing fans on. Yeah. Right. That's been.
You do a lot of IG Live, because that was basically like you were performing. That was kind of like your tour before you actually got a tour.
Yes. IG Live was big around the time, like you said, during COVID.
Right.
COVID, everybody was just tuned in, and just like you said for your show, it was like the main time. If you were doing anything, a lot of people were chilling back from accident. But for the hustlers, it's like, hey, hit the road running, because this is the time when everybody's watching.
Car payments, all that stuff.
I'm telling you, everybody was watching.
Yeah, you got to generate the revenue somehow.
You're not lying, man. So I think Coulda Been Records, we built up the fan base, and even my fan base for, like, you know, for comedy, just me in general, was built up during COVID, and I had everybody's attention. You know, they were doing the verses and stuff, and I was just trying to figure out my own niche for comedy, you know, so that ended up working out perfectly. But now we still do it, and the numbers continue to grow, increase, man.
Right.
Yeah, so
in other words, you started out, it's kind of like Club Shay Shay. We started this in 1996 in Greeley, Colorado, during the training camp.
Yeah.
And so actually, Club Shay Shay was not my room. Ooh. It was my neighbor's room.
Okay.
Because I didn't want them coming in there rolling dice, playing cards, playing PlayStation, drinking and smoking cigars in my room. Because when I wanted to go to bed, I wanted to go to bed. Yeah. So I put the club in their room. And they're like, well, how you have a club and it's not your room? I said, well, easy, because y'all accepted it. And so what started that is like fun and a joke. Yeah. Like, here we are, like 25, 30, almost 30 years later, and we got Club Shay Shay, and we're doing interviews.
A whole nother level.
Yes, with some of the biggest stars like yourself.
Yes.
I want to know, how did you get the name Druski? How did you come up with that?
Man, in middle school, everybody started calling me Druski, because around that time, it was a show. It was like a College Hill show. Okay. I don't know if you remember College Hill.
I do remember.
It was like College Hill, Atlanta, and there was a dude on there that used to rap. He was rapping some songs like Booty Doo or something. And everybody thought it was so funny, and my name was Drew. It was just regular Drew. And I remember all the kids would come back to school, they're like, hey, sing that Booty Doo. And I'm like, Druski, ain't nobody ever called me Drew. So that kind of like just adapted just at a young, people weren't calling me like everywhere, Druski, but just the kids at school would like slowly start saying it, and it just became.
And you adopted like, okay,
yeah, like,
okay,
it is, yeah, because you can never pick what your, your nickname will be.
Right.
So yeah, it just.
And once you answered to it a couple of times, you stuck with it.
Yeah, you stuck with it.
Ain't nobody gonna ever call you a real Yeah, you get big and become, hey, my name is such a nah, bro. Your name is Druski.
Yeah, man.
When you do these IG Live, you average over 100,000 viewers. I mean, and you said that every time we do it, they just get bigger and bigger. Yes. Is this your opportunity to work on new material before you actually hit the stage?
Yes, 100%. I think this and also this show that we're doing on YouTube called Coulda Been Auditions.
Right.
Those are both avenues where I practice, improv skills and practice majority of like the jokes and stuff.
Right.
So it just gives me a way to, because of course everybody doesn't see everything when we record the Coulda Been Auditions. Like we have one tomorrow in LA, and they only see 20 minutes of what took maybe 4 hours of material. You know? So yeah, like that. Those are definitely a platform for that. Yeah.
Right. So I look at it. Somebody say you had some very funny encounters with some celebrities.
Yeah.
When you hung up on AB and told him to apologize to Tom Brady, man, you know you're wrong.
I want him to apologize, man, because listen, man, CTE is a real thing.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? And I know.
So you think there's something?
Listen, I done got hit in the. I used to play football.
Okay.
I played a couple years on. I played church rec league team.
Okay.
And I was pretty good. I'd probably say I was an all-star in the church rec league. Why you look like that?
No, I'm just saying that's what you.
No, I'm saying you took a sip.
No, I'm just saying.
I thought church rec league just as good as whatever league.
What league? Yeah, I'm just saying what league?
Yeah, NFL.
NFL.
Yeah, we got ranked.
So you played defense or offense?
I played offense. I was a fullback.
You were a fullback?
Yeah, fullback.
So in other words, you were like a Justin a Kyle Juszczyk. So you
I was kind of like a TJ Duckett.
Oh, okay. So they gave you the ball. It was house call.
Ooh. Well, I got a couple trophies. I can show you the trophies now. Church league, but like I said, I got beat up a couple times, so I know what CTE looked like.
Right.
And when I finally got a chance to talk to him on Coulda Been, I said, "Hey man, you need to go apologize."
So what did he say?
He hung up. He didn't want to hear that. You know it. You know how that CTE. His brain probably just it's scrambling. It's scrambled.
Was it all for the skit, or do you really think he should apologize to Tom?
Truthfully, I do think he should apologize because he gave him an opportunity of a lifetime, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody, especially nobody of Tom Brady's caliber, doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, on a serious note, I definitely do think so. But hey, at the end of the day, man, he's doing numbers with that song. That put that shit on.
Yeah.
So I can't. But hey, a win is a win. A win is a win.
True.
A win is a win.
On Twitter, you offered Meek Mill an opportunity to sign with a Coulda.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Meek Mill. I don't know if he really gonna comply though. Meek Mill. He in his own world, man. I tried to reach out. A lot of times you try to reach out. Just like I tried.
What about an up and coming aspiring rapper instead of one that's already established? Don't you think? I mean,
I do also have a lot of up and coming rappers that I do try to get. I got some. I got these boys in a program. They're in a prison program right now. And I'm trying to help them get about the prison program and get out here and do some good stuff in the world. One of them just got taken to, what do you call the place where solitary?
Solitary.
Yeah. One of them just got taken there.
Well, I don't know if that's how you gonna put some.
We working on his conduct. The moral of the story, we working on him. I'm giving him opportunity. One of them, he did something I can't even speak on, but we working on him.
Yeah.
Everybody need a chance.
Well, he probably gonna have to be in there.
He dangerous. Yeah, he dangerous.
Yeah.
But we might just work with him through Zoom, through the little thing they got in there. I might not need to bond him out, but yeah.
I'm looking at you're the CEO of a record company, so obviously you understand like so many people have said about the bad deals that they've signed.
Mm-hmm.
You were 80.
That was the reason why we started Coulda Been Records. Honestly. Okay. Because seeing so many, people my skin color just continuing to sign their life away, it amazed me, and I took so much interest into like knowing like why do we continue to sign this, and then later on down the line we're like, oh, F the labels, F the labels, and I'm like, why? Why would you initially have signed this if you
Right.
knew you had the talent? What made you want to do it? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because they do.
Was it because they were unsure?
I think, or uneducated on what really that deal was.
Right, okay.
You know, so my big thing was, I'm gonna let you know straight up.
Right.
We giving out 360s.
Okay.
We gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
So ain't nobody signed yet. Maybe because of that.
Yeah.
But listen,
you should hold off
I'm
on that
telling
one.
my people what it is off rip. I tell you, we gonna. I was Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you.
And you expect them to sign?
The prisoners be with it. The prisoners be with it.
Well, they try to get up out of there.
Yeah, they you feel me?
So
Yeah, man.
What record exec, hip hop record exec, or record exec, or who inspired you to say, you know what, I want to become a CEO of a record label. I want to do right thing by people. Who inspired you?
Probably Suge Knight and P. Diddy.
Man, he's strong-arming people.
Yeah, that's why. But a mixture of him and P. Diddy though. P. Diddy, you know, I like when he get angry with his.
So you Dirty Red and the 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, man. You know that what inspires me, brother. But yeah, those are the two for sure that got me into wanting to create my own record company.
But I was hoping you said like Barry Gordy, Master P, L.A. Reid,
they too nice.
Birdman,
Yeah,
Dre.
Birdman might be one of them ones. Birdman. He's another inspiration. Yeah. You mentioned it. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, man. I like that.
Yo, Bird.
Yeah, Birdman. I like that.
Man, so let me ask you this. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of hip-hop music execs?
Man. Got to give it to Master P. Master P up there.
P.
Can we name current or it got to be like?
You Mount Rushmore, whoever you want to put on there.
Okay.
They can be all current, they can be all.
Okay. I like CEOP from Quality Control.
Okay.
P. Diddy.
Did he?
Only 4, right?
They're only 4, that's all.
Ooh-wee. Got to put Suge down. Suge up there.
Man, you be mad.
Suge up there, man. I'm telling you. You seen what he did.
Man he done left out Russell Simmons, Barry Gordy.
But what Suge created was discipline from his artists. You got to discipline them sometimes.
Man, come.
When duty calls. When duty calls.
Have you done any work with Diddy?
Yes, I actually did a commercial with Diddy.
Okay.
We did a commercial about a year, maybe 2 years ago now.
Right.
And I don't know
He
if
gave you an Adidas sponsor deal on YouTube, right?
Yeah. We did a show. We did a show after that. We did because I had snuck into his house. We did a Deleon tequila commercial.
I used to get to his house and he behind a brick wall and he got security.
Nah, his sons helped me out.
Oh, you
They
delivered
helped me.
pieces?
Nah, his son.
Okay.
His son helped me out. I was with them, and then I snuck in there somehow. But nah, we ended up starting. We got a YouTube show off of that. Yeah.
I'm looking at some of the brands that you've secured deals with. You got Bud Light, Seltzer, Beats by Dre, AT&T, Call of Duty, Ruffles, Mountain Dew, KFC, Happy Dad, Hard Seltzer, Google Pixel.
Yeah.
You've been able to do so much.
You said Google Pixel?
Yeah, I said Google. Yeah.
You took the bag.
You've been able to do so much.
Yes.
Through social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media can be a blessing and a curse, correct?
Yes.
You've been able to use it as a blessing.
100%.
Why haven't you been cursed so far?
You know, when you walk with God, brother, it's a special thing.
But you strong arm him. You want to strong arm people and you walking with God.
But see, I got a good intention.
Oh, God,
I ain't just on. God know my heart. through everything, God know me. So, you know, I think, but yeah, I'm honestly blessed. And with the cancel culture and all this stuff, you kind of just got to know, when you got a strong fan base, man,
right.
you really can't compete with that. I don't feel like any of that really exists when you are walking with God, though, man, for real.
What have you learned about business, and how has, over the years you've grown, how has your style changed, knowing, as you mentioned, cancel culture?
That's deep. So you saying like spending wise, like spending money wise? Or we talk about just cancel culture in general?
Both. I mean, obviously, you got the dunk zone. You like, obviously, look, people.
I'm not a flashy person though, man. I never been flashy,
Bro, you got the Jack Cack, you got the.
Man, these ain't.
They ain't nothing.
This stuff was all gifts, like I said. But yeah, man, I think I learned early on when before I even got famous, that just about spending and stuff, because I used to splurge and try to like get every Jordan drop, or I'll just break my neck to try to get anything expensive that I thought was cool. Like if, you know, in high school and stuff, everybody's trying to wear the designer belts, designer shoes and all this, everybody trading clothes. So I used to, I think that around that time, it kind of showed me like that none of this stuff was really, it's kind of like meaningless a little bit. Like if I didn't learn that then, I would have probably spent every last dollar I got in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad I did learn that before I got money in my pocket. But yeah, I tend to just buy like, I shop at Dick's Sporting Goods, brother.
Right. Well, I mean, if you buy sneakers, why shouldn't you?
Yeah. But I'm not really a high-end, like, trying to buy a whole bunch of expensive stuff, guy. Yeah.
Business, obviously in business, you got vultures.
Oh, yeah.
You got those guys that how have you been able to avoid, and in this business, the backstabbing, the jealousy, the envy, how have you been able to, like, navigate those waters?
It's crazy. We were just at an event, and you see it all the time, especially in Hollywood, man. It's like, you just got to continue to smile and just know you just walking with God. It's because you see all the fake people. Sometimes you might say hey to somebody, they act like they can't hear you.
Right.
You get that. You know how that goes. Maybe you saying what's up to somebody, they seen you from across the room, they act like they can't see you. So, I just like to just be a genuine person. That's why.
But what about the ones that they say one thing to your face, but behind your back they say something entirely different?
Oh man, them ones, man. I can't lie. But no, I'm saying, I'm still learning that.
How do you deal with that?
I think my biggest way, I think I just stick to only the people that I have in my own circle.
Right.
Like my team that I work with, and maybe my close friends in the industry. I only tend to be around that crowd. I don't like to go and like be like, if I'm not invited or nothing, or if I feel like I'm stretching myself out to be in this scenario. Or
so if you're invited, you're not showing up.
Yeah, no, if I'm invited, I'll
I'm saying if you're not invited, you're not showing up.
Nah. Because I don't, if I'm supposed to be there, it's meant to be. If I'm supposed to be at that red carpet, it's meant to be. I have something to show for it. Like, of course, I do want to be at a lot of award shows. I do. Like, I see it on TV, and I'm like, man, when am I going to be on there? But I haven't been invited. So in my mind, it helps me grind harder to know, like, all right, you're going to be there someday, but you're going to be invited. You're not going to force. Because sometimes you go to those events that you do get invited to, and you see somebody, like, what the heck? Like, he's not even supposed to be on this. Yeah. Like, what are you doing here? But they trying to sneak and get their picture, and then you see them on the internet like, yeah, man, me and Shannon Sharpe, we working, boy. And you like, man, you ain't really working. So I'd hate to be one of those guys. Okay. So that kind of motivates me to just be like, okay, just grind until it's time for you to be invited to that type of stuff.
What did you get with your first big check? What was the first, when you got some money, you like, oh, I'm out.
What y'all think I spent my big first check on, man? They probably know for real. I haven't really splurged.
You ain't about no car?
I retired my mom.
Okay.
I just recently retired my mom.
You ain't about no car, you ain't getting no...
I got the same car I had before I was famous.
What type of car was that?
I got Jeep Cherokee. Yeah, Jeep Cherokee. 2013 Jeep Cherokee.
That's it?
I'm in the process of pimping it out right now. I ain't gonna buy nothing new. I'm pimping it.
Oh, you'll pimp your ride?
Yeah, I'll pimp my ride.
I don't know. 2013.
I got the same car. I promise you, man. You come to my house in Atlanta. I promise you, I got the same car, man. We upgraded the house and stuff. You know, my team lives with me and stuff, so it's a good scenario. But yeah, I haven't. A lot of people ask me why I haven't gotten a new car either.
You haven't, you don't want anything. You don't want to, obviously, you could get a car, but you
don't
want
the jewelry. I travel so much. Jewelry. Yeah,
That's your thing, jewelry?
No, jewelry's not even my thing. I got a couple gifts from, some jewelers that have given me, they just want you to wear your stuff.
Right.
And
say you got
it from them. So I think I'm cool with that. Like, my mind is just so, I was so confused when I got into the industry, bro, because I used to believe that a lot of these dudes, I'll see like them wearing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, like they probably spent so much.
Right.
And then I got famous, and like Dior will send a package to the house and be like, please wear this at your next big event. Or
they do that?
A jewelry, yeah, they'll do like different. No, I'm just saying Dior I'm just saying Dior. No. But I'm
just saying, I guess I ain't famous because ain't nobody seen me done.
No. But big companies will do that and just want you to wear whatever they send in, or like a jeweler will just give stuff and then just be like, hey, so you got it from me now.
Right.
So just, hey, that's it. But so when I learned that side of the game, it's like, damn, it's a whole
I ain't spending my money almost.
Right.
Where y'all free
Yeah,
stuff?
man. Yeah.
DMs. Using the DM, you was like at Spice out of the Shaq. So are you trying to shoot a skit with Spice and Shaq?
Yeah, I think no, Glorilla tried to get with Shaq.
Yeah.
I mean, Shaq tried to get with Glorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's who it was. Ice Spice, I was trying to get with Ice Spice. That was me.
Bruh.
I still ain't got a chance.
Why'd you? I mean,
I tried.
I mean, you can get an info. You in the industry, you big. You can get an info.
Come on, man. You know, you just gotta let it ride, man. You gotta let it come to you. So right now I'm in that process, shawty. If you watching this,
oh, she gonna be watching.
I'm looking. Vote with me.
You got a number. You got a number.
Nah, I ain't get a number. Now I said you gotta let it come to you, man, because at the end of the day,
look who Jack Harlow pulled. Jack Harlow pulled one.
Oh yeah, Jack got it though. I ain't got.
She a prize too. You keep talking about you the prize. She a prize too. Why y'all can't be two prizes together?
Yeah, she's something. She's something. I like. She got a little something on her.
I mean, you just bull jabbing, or would you like?
No. On a serious note, you know, I really would. You know, I like shawty. Like I ain't. You know, that's why I told her. I'm like, it ain't even about the music and all that. Like with me, you gonna get me. You know what I'm saying? So I tried, but she ain't really.
She ain't feeling you right now?
Not yet. When she see this, she probably gonna be like, oh, okay, I see what you.
Yeah, she gonna be watching.
He like to talk about me publicly and stuff. Yeah, right. So she probably.
Have any celebrities left you on red?
Celebrities in general, you talking about girls I tried to shoot at?
Yeah.
Girls I tried to shoot at?
Yeah. If they've left you on red and you see them out in public, you like, you know, I tried to hit you. You know, I mean, you put them on the spot. But you know, I tried to.
Nah, I haven't been left on red. Okay. Majority of anything I reach out to will respond.
They'll respond.
Yeah, I'm at that level. Yeah.
You batting 100?
I ain't saying I get them all. I just say they respond. He talking about you got like that. They respond, man. That don't mean they like, oh my God.
Do you read all your DMs?
No, I don't. I try to sometimes, like if I put out like a post where I want response from my fans and stuff. But yeah, they flooded, man. People say all type of crazy stuff.
Right.
They just I don't get a chance to even look at all that stuff. But yeah, some celebrities do though.
Yeah.
Some celebrities look at their DM.
Have you ever been starstruck? By somebody that have responded, that hit you up, or you've been somewhere and it's like, Druski, how you doing?
Yeah. Oh, has somebody?
Have you been starstruck?
By another celebrity?
Yeah.
I think Rihanna. I seen Rihanna at a restaurant. I was out with.
She with A$AP Rocky. Okay, you ain't trying to shoot.
No. I ain't trying to.
Okay, I'm just saying, yeah, man. That lady.
She was out with like her friends and stuff,
okay.
And she was, you know, they have these little private rooms out here in LA, and I was like in a private room. It was like me and my.
They got
my
private
boys.
rooms out in LA.
Yeah, like where you eat dinner and
I ain't,
you know.
I ain't never been I eat with everybody.
You eat with your team.
Everybody, I guess.
It'd be like your team, some girls, whatever. They have little private rooms, you know, where they put music in there.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Yeah, it's like your own little lounge.
I've been there 6 years. There ain't been no private room.
Yeah, man, you know. But so yeah, I was in our little section, and I walked out, went to the bathroom, and I had seen Rihanna sitting in like a little area.
Right.
And she noticed me.
Right.
And it was such a weird, like, interaction that I didn't know if I was supposed to come and give a hug.
Right.
Or, you know, so I kind of did one of those, you know, back trace, front face, and then I came and I gave her a hug, and it was just awkward, and I was like, I fumbled it, man. Yeah. I fumbled the bag. That's before she was with A$AP Rocky. I might have could have had a chance.
You like, hey, Rihanna, how you doing?
Could have had a chance.
How you doing? Nice to see you.
But see,
I love your music.
My mind wasn't even thinking. My mind like, oh my God.
That's Rihanna.
Bad.
Yeah, you froze.
She bad.
You froze.
She bad.
Yeah. It's happened.
And I'm going to the bathroom, so I'm already, you know, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I see, and I'm like, good God Almighty. So, but you don't know if some celebrities will act like they don't even know who you is. Sometimes. That's why I'm doing the jump rope.
Right.
Yeah.
You double dutch.
I'm waiting to get that eye contact. Yeah. So. Yeah, man, but it was awkward. Yeah,
Let me ask you a question. Awkward. When you meet a celebrity, do you automatically tell them who you are? Because anytime I meet somebody famous, I always say, hey, I'm Shannon Sharpe. They're like, I know who you are. But I just
tend to do that. Yeah, I tend to do that. Yeah, just because, you know, just being.
I don't want to assume you know who the hell I am.
You're a genuine human being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
So, who's the first celebrity you met that co-signed? Just like, bro, I like what you do. Hey, keep doing your thing.
I think, 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 I I think Lil Yachty was one of the first people. I actually did a skit with him early on, and he thought I was very funny. And that's kind of like the introduction, possibly how Drake found me, through me and Yachty doing the video. We just did like a quick skit. It didn't blow up or nothing, but yeah, it was. He actually genuinely enjoyed my comedy, and he was like, "Yo, I want to do something with you. Like, I don't even want to just watch or like think that it's funny or help you out in no way. Like, I just want to just be involved in whatever you're doing." So, yeah, he came down to my world, and yeah.
So what was it like meeting Drake?
It was dope, man. It was dope. It was definitely dope.
Because I met him last year.
Huh?
Yeah, I was at the Adele concert, the one she had at the Observatory on the Oprah spectrum.
How was that? He came. He knew who you was.
Bro, I got to tell. Hey, bro, I'm Chef. Hey, bro, I know who you are. He say I love what you do. I'm like, the dude know who.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man. He's another genuine person. You don't see too many genuine people in the industry, man. He's like a real person.
Right.
He not like fake and see you this time, don't see you this time.
Right.
Genuine.
That's how
same person every time. But I'm sure you know the ones that this person this day, that one the next day. You know what I'm saying? So
you know what? I'm not an out person.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like home. I'm kind of to myself. Kind of stay in my little my little bubble.
Yeah.
So I don't really meet a whole lot. I mean, unless, if I go to like a sporting event or something like that. But as far as I don't really do the whole lot of red carpets. I'm who I am.
Yeah.
And I don't look at myself as being famous. I just go do what I do and I come home to. But people tell you I'm real, I'm authentic.
Yeah, but I'm saying you've even gained more fame.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, even to the young generation, like everybody knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact of how you look at it.
It's funny that you say that because a lot of times
they might not even know that you used to play football.
They don't.
I know they probably
People
don't.
ask me all the time, say, how do you know so much about sports, especially football? I say, man, I study a lot. They say, we can tell.
Because these are like the new fans that don't know nothing about this.
It is. Yeah. And then they see me again like, oh, man, you should have told me that you like. But it's funny that I'm more famous and more well known now in television than I ever was when I played football.
It's crazy because when we took my brother to college, my brother went to Savannah State in 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
And I remember taking him, I was still in high school at the time, and I remember we took our drive. It was like 4 hours down to Savannah from Atlanta area. And we drive down there, and my brother gets out, and we go to the football thing, and they see this. I see you everywhere at the school. Like I'm saying, they talk about you, like the coach and everything. And he was going to play football, so they were big on just praising your name out there. And I just thought that was so crazy. It's like a full circle moment getting to meet you and do this with you.
Drake's plane. You been on Drake's plane?
I want to, but I haven't, man. That Virgil one?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I ain't seen that. But, they say 30-seater plane for like 10 of us. I'm going to get that soon.
You gonna get there?
Yeah, I'm going to get that soon.
You're a big sneaker aficionado. What's your favorite kick?
Right now I'm really into like the low top dunks and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I like
like these, and they have so many different assortments of different like
the pandas. Yeah.
I like
those. The school. They have the Kentucky dunks. They have
they got
Syracuse dunk.
Everything. So I haven't got a chance to get all of them, but I think those are the ones that really get me.
What shoe you don't have that I got to get that shoe?
Those dunks that the green emerald ones that are sparkly. Those are like
the cactus.
There's like a sparkle one. I have the silver ones that
the Swarovski kiss.
Yeah,
those are the cactuses, right?
Oh, okay, that's
what they call cactus.
Yeah, but it's like $20,000-$30,000, something crazy. I'm telling you, it's something crazy out there. Y'all know that the price crazy. Look at him, he know. He like,
You the Kentucky Derby. You ever been to the Derby?
Never. That was my first time, man. That was
what was that experience like? Because there's nothing like it.
Yeah. And I think.
Did you have a hat? Did you get the hat?
Yeah. I had a cowboy hat though. I ain't had a hat.
No, you got to get a fedora or you got to get a hat.
Oh, okay. Maybe they thought I was racist then, because I had a cowboy hat on. I had a whole hillbilly outfit on, man. They probably like, who this black dude trying to mimic us down here, man? But nah, that was my first time, and I got around, all these people. I think they weren't even used to seeing that many, maybe celebrities. Yeah, it was like me, Drake, Jack, and like this is like peak Jack where he's just going
it's
through the roof, and that's his city. So it just was. I remember they had like this field, and we were all in like this building in the middle of the Kentucky Derby, and the people that like the camera crew, they were like, "Yo, y'all should walk out there and just say what's up to the people." So it was supposed to be just real quick, and we went out there and like everybody like wasn't even looking at the horses anymore. Like everybody ran, and it looked like almost like we're looking down, and it was like a show, full of like 20,000 people, and it was just crazy. People were just screaming our names and stuff. So
it's definitely a bucket list thing. I've had I was very fortunate to get an opportunity to go in 2016 and to be there. And I went the year after American Pharaoh had won the Triple Crown. And so I got an opportunity to meet Bob Baffert, was sitting up there and talking to him.
Yeah.
But to see that and to see the hat, because it's all about the hat.
Yeah.
You can wear, I
don't know nothing about that. I ain't know anything about the whole hat.
A lot of the women have on flip-flops or sandals, but it's all about the lid. For the guy, it's all the guy, they have their seersuckers and they have their but the hat. It's all about the hat.
Yeah. I got to look into that. We're going to do that next year.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to look. I'm definitely trying to look to get back.
We're going to link up next year if you go out there for real.
Okay, you want to?
We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen, brother.
You've been around some heavy hitters. You're Drake and Kevin Hart.
Yes, sir.
What is some of the best advice? And because you see Kevin Hart, he's in commercials, he's in sitcoms, he's doing. Kev, and I told him, I said, bro, do you sleep? when do you have vacation? You shooting a movie on vacation. But I've never seen anything like his work ethic.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's honestly what made me such a huge fan of him as well too. Just early on before I even got any of the fame, but when I got a chance to meet him, he gave us so many gems, man. Me and my team, we were sitting and talking to him after a show, and he gave us it was a joke at first, but then he told us the real. At first, he said, "Where's your crew, man? Like, where's your friends?" And I was like, "Oh, they right here." One of my boys was getting a drink. One of my boys was talking to a girl. I was like, yo, come here. And Kevin Hart standing there. He said, "Okay, hold on. This ain't gonna work." He said, I didn't know these was your boys. This ain't gonna work right here. And I was like, what? He said, he got on this, he got on that. He just started roasting them. But it was funny, but then he really told us some real stuff. He was like, nah, I really want to genuinely talk to y'all. The roller coaster is only as long as somebody's watching before. He said the roller coaster goes up. He said some analogy about like how the roller coaster goes up, but it only goes up as long as somebody's watching and making sure you guys are continuing to stay on track.
Right.
And because the roller coaster can fall at any moment, and you won't even know because you'll continue to just ride and think, oh, I'm famous, I'm lit, we good, I don't got to really work that hard no more, we good. He said if nobody's watching that, you'll just be on for the ride and it'll just go downhill from there. So it was an analogy that had something to do with that. I don't know exactly what he said, but it hit me and my team and everybody. We talked about that, and that was really impactful to us for real.
Did Kev tell you don't be a bitch?
Yeah, he told us that too. He said that too.
Yeah. So you like, hold up, bro, you just met me. I didn't tell me don't be a bitch.
Yeah. I think he just wanted. He was just like, yo, you're opening for these artists and stuff. You are special. Like you are a great talent. You need to go and do your own thing.
Right.
Like you have it. You got it. Stop thinking that he was like, yeah, I saw those shows. I came and watched, and I didn't even know he came and watched.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, you spied on me? Like you came to sing and you ain't say nothing. Like, so he was like, yeah, I seen your little things. Like, that's cool and all, but stop being a bitch. And I just that hit me too. That was another piece of advice.
Was it because were you afraid to go out on your own?
You could say that. I think it's something that kind of gets stuck to some people who do social media.
Right.
Because you get the fame of being on camera first, or being on your own phone camera.
Right.
Which gives you a comfortable feeling,
Right.
With that, it's almost backwards because for them, they had to start before they got onto a camera.
Correct.
They had to go and do it in front of people.
Right.
So it's like a complete 100% flip.
Right.
So so that's kind of like what he was telling me and just letting me know that is like, bro, get out there and do your thing for real. So
I watched. I don't know if you watched the Golden Globes, but Eddie Murphy got I think the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and he stood up there and said that 3 things, and you'll have a very long and promising career. He's like, pay your taxes, mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your mouth. Has someone ever been upset with you with something you said?
Man.
Or you try to avoid, or you try to, I don't talk about nobody.
I mean, not yet. Nobody has. I haven't had that type of scenario yet. I haven't really talked about anybody in the public eye like that. Nah, not at all. I tend not to mess with it. Stay out of people's business. That's the real thing, though, for real, because you don't know what somebody got going on. Like, we ain't know what they had going on in that situation.
He might have just had a bad day.
Right, bad day. They could have just got out of argument. Anything could have been happening, so, yeah, you just never know. Like, so he right about that. Stay out of people's business. He ain't lying.
Have you ever been booed?
Not yet. Shit, I ain't looking forward to that.
I mean, hey, even Michael Jordan done shot an air ball. LeBron done shot an air ball.
Yeah,
I mean, Tom Brady.
That's what I said. I ain't looking forward to it, but I know I'm human, so just hopefully not on this tour.
Right.
We'll do one of them small shows. Y'all can boo me off that small show. Don't do this tour here though. Y'all don't do this one.
What advice would you give comedians that kind of started the way you did? You started on the internet and you kind of built this large following so big that you're able to headline your own 30-city tour.
Yeah.
What advice would you give somebody that wants to go the route that you went?
I would just say stay consistent, man. I think we all lose track of like where we're going sometimes when you fail, and I think it was times where I had videos I thought was gonna do great, or like a scenario where I thought maybe I should quit this tour when I was on tour with Jack,
Right.
Just not feeling comfortable, like I wasn't comfortable on the tour bus, and I didn't have my friends with me, and I was like, I just want to go home. I don't feel like finishing this. But it's like, if you do that, what are the consequences?
Right.
So it makes you think. So I'll say the biggest thing is consistency. And I know I used to hear celebrities say that type of stuff back when I would watch interviews. I'm like, man, everybody say that. Stay consistent, that's whatever. But honestly, genuinely, that's really it right there, because it don't matter what happens. If you, like you said, get booed off a stage or something goes wrong or this goes left, stay consistent. As long as you stay consistent, it will continue to work. And know what you stand consistent with, because there's some of them rappers out there you need to quit. So don't take that.
You consistently
Don't
bad.
take it the wrong way, boy. You need to quit. Don't take that the wrong way. Don't take that message wrong.
You mentioned your team. You got a couple of your homeboys with you.
Yes.
You have a writing team. You've assembled a great team around you that you like, okay, this is my group. This is my 5, 6 guys or gals, whomever.
Yes.
This is who I'm taking to the top.
Yes, I have that assembled already, man. And we have writing meetings all the time, like weekly, nightly. Like whenever we get a chance to all come together and like just be in the office at the house and just write and come up with funny stuff.
Right.
Happens all the time. And even when we just have quick conversations, sometimes we got to pull out our phone notes.
Right.
And got to type it in there just because it's something that we are laughing about or a scenario where we talking about. So. Yeah, I'm big on that for sure. Yeah.
Have you ever been on a date and like, hold on, baby, this thought just came to my head.
All the time. That happens.
Come on, dude.
Everywhere, man.
And
even in my sleep, I be waking up out of my sleep and just grab my phone and just, I swear, bro, because stuff always be coming to me. Or I think about stuff like, even my homeboys will say it. They'll be like, bro, like I'll be asleep on the sofa maybe, right?
Yeah.
And they'll notice me get up and like they'll be like, yo, what's going on with you, man? I'm like, man, I just thought of something. I don't know if that, just random little stuff. And I think, that's what keeps it going on.
You think of something, you at dinner, or y'all at home watching a movie.
Oh, I'm definitely pulling out that phone notes.
And then she's like, bruh.
It don't matter what's going on.
So how do they respond when you do that?
They don't like when I be on my phone or locked in on my phone and I can't hear anything.
Right.
So they'll be saying my name, Drew, and I don't say anything.
Right.
So I think that's a big pet peeve for any.
Do they understand that what you're trying to do?
A lot of them don't. Because people think like when you're a comedian, they like, oh, it's all jokes. You ain't working hard, man.
Right.
What you ain't working on nothing.
Right.
But really, it's like, hey, you can't.
It's 24 hours, really. Because you're taking real life situations, but you're making them funny.
Yes.
So if something happens,
and with people laughing, majority of the time they don't take the grind or whatever you say you're doing serious. Yeah. Happens all the time.
You let fans record your show when you're practicing?
We're 50-50 on that right now. We're trying to decide how this tour gonna go. Because I don't know if we're gonna take everybody's phone. I want people to enjoy it, and I want it to go viral, like moments of craziness, whatever happens. So I think we'll allow it. I think out of respect, people may not record the whole thing fully. We might ask of that, but I don't like to take people's phone. Not at this level,
It seems like everywhere I go, they put that phone in that bag.
Man,
Zip
man. Yeah, they don't play about that. And we thought about doing that, but I think a lot of the show will be like improv and like new stuff in every city.
Right.
So I wanted people to record and like enjoy the moments that may go viral or go anywhere.
You've made some legendary skits that's gone, as you mentioned, gone viral. Has anybody approached you about like doing a TV show or doing your own variety sketch?
Yeah. We're in talks right now with. I have a TV show that's been greenlit with FX.
Okay.
I'm shooting it with FX and Kevin Hart, and Stacey Sher also is involved. So we got some stuff going on. I'm also working alongside with Spring Hill.
Okay, yeah.
With
LeBron
LeBron's
and Mav.
company. Yeah, LeBron Mav company. I was just in the House Party movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a good like start thing to
They should let me be the
with
dad.
them. Yeah.
They should let me.
Yeah. Did you audition for it?
No, I did.
Come on, man. You should audition for that. For real though. Did you go watch it?
I did. I haven't watched it yet.
It comes out tonight. You should go watch it.
I'm definitely gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna see it. Anytime
It was very funny.
If we put something out, I'm going to see it. I'm gonna watch us.
Yeah.
I'm
sure.
And I ain't gonna sneak in. I used to sneak in.
And Magic Johnson Theaters?
Yeah.
You was going to Magic Johnson Theaters?
No. I was in Atlanta.
Well, I'm about to say, come on now.
I don't know. You remember Lennox Mall used to have a movie theater?
Oh yeah. I didn't know that actually. It was bad.
Bruh, you been there watching.
That's the most high-end mall that's ghetto ever.
Man, you been there watching the movie, and dude pull out the phone. Hey, man, yeah, I'm in this movie, man. This motherfucker funny the motherfucker, man. I'm mad. Hey.
One of my homeboys, he just went to the movie a couple months ago, and somebody got shot in the movies over a seat.
Yeah.
Over a seat in Atlanta.
That might have been, you know what I'm thinking, that might have been Atlantic Station.
Yeah.
Because they closed the Tara.
Yeah.
The one that used to be on Chestnut.
Solo, that was Atlanta Station? Yeah.
That was at, it was in Phipps. Phipps Plaza, yeah.
Was it Phipps Arena?
Yeah, Philip. He said Philip. Yeah, Philip. Hey, you know what? You're absolutely right. That's exactly where that was.
Yeah.
Damn, I might need to move because I'm like,
hey, I'm telling you,
a quarter mile from.
Hey, boy, it's getting rough.
Yeah,
them nice areas ain't nice no more.
Yeah, but then they got everybody in Georgia done relaxed and everybody can carry the handgun. You don't need no permit. This the wild, wild
wide open, wide open.
Yeah, you got to be careful how you talk to people.
Yeah, man.
Because people ain't knuckling up no more.
That's why I just stay ducked off, man. I don't got to be all out there.
That's how. That's why I don't go nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? All the movies they stream them on TV now.
I ain't going no more.
Yo, man. Hey, you were born in Baltimore, moved to Atlanta at a young age.
Yes.
Well, you
born in Maryland.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Maryland.
Yeah.
Moved to Atlanta. How old were you moved to it?
1. So I remember a lot.
Well, Baltimore, Maryland, they got horse farms.
Yeah.
I'm talking about huge.
Mm-hmm. We used to always go back all the time, man. I never rode no horses, but I'm big on the whole DMV because we were literally had family everywhere throughout the whole DC, Maryland, Virginia.
Right.
Yeah.
So in Atlanta, what high school did you go to in Atlanta?
South Gwinnett.
South Gwinnett. So you from Gwinnett?
Yeah. That's what the TV show is called, South Gwinnett.
You're right.
Yeah. So it's based on me, almost being a super senior in high school. But the whole show is not based on like high school. It's like one season will be based like me, like super senior in high school, and then it goes on about like my life,
South Gwinnett, you're kind of like 50-50, black, white in the high school.
Yeah. It was good.
So is that how you learned to make black and white people laugh?
I'd probably say no. Yeah, I was very funny in high school, man. I was class clown, man. Yeah, I was up there. But it was definitely 50-50 throughout my whole time growing up in Georgia. Like I had white friends, I had black friends, Mexican friends, Indian friends, whatever. But yeah, I learned so much from so many different cultures and being around and seeing how this family have dinner, this family have dinner, or how they do this and how they do that. So it's so much different funny scenarios that I have learned from just seeing it all.
Right.
So yeah, I think Gwinnett is a great place, man. It helped me with a lot of my comedy, for sure.
You're from I think the same neighborhood as the Migos. Did you know them?
No, I didn't know them, but they were a big inspiration to me when I was in college because they were just around that time they were popping off.
Right.
I seen how big it was in Gwinnett and how big of a deal it was for everybody. And for me, I just was so motivated because I'm like, yo, it's somebody from Gwinnett.
Right.
Like we knew some athletes that went
right.
and
did
some things, but like somebody in entertainment, you know, and doing like music or whatever. I think that was just such a big deal to me, and I was so inspired by that, bro. So I'm glad I'm able to be one of those people because I don't know who it is that's from Gwinnett as well that's probably watching me like inspired the same way.
You said you know the Migos. You probably gotten very familiar with them after their success, your success. Mm-hmm. Your initial reaction when you found out that Takeoff, one of the members of the Migos, had lost his life in a senseless shooting.
Yes.
So what was your initial reaction, and have that changed the way you move?
Oh, for sure. It was very sad though, man. Because he was just one of like the chill, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Quavo and them,
Quavo, Offset, they were kind of more out front.
Right, they're more out front. He's just so chill. It's like you wouldn't expect that to happen to him, you know. And I think it was very sad, and like for everybody in Gwinnett, it was such a big deal because it was somebody like it's not too many of us that became famous from there, you know. So yeah, it was a very sad moment.
When you see all these rappers, P&B Rock and Young Dolph and Pop Smoke, and you see these guys tragically and senselessly losing their life over some bull jive.
Yeah, man.
Gold chain, dollars, some sneakers, some bull jive. So how does Druski move? What do you do? Like, nah, bro, I don't know y'all. I can't invite y'all in. I just look, my team, we do what we do, and then we shut it down.
I try to be very strategic with that, just knowing, you know, that I'm on the scene and around a lot of the same type, different, you know, scenarios. Not necessarily like, like involved in like gambling or going to no, you know, trap house or nothing. We ain't doing none of that. But like just being in the public eye. It just helps me to understand like how to move different. Like, you know, I try not to make the same mistakes that I've honestly witnessed. So yeah, man, it's sad though, because we gotta do better, man. It's literally, like you said, senseless. Yeah. Senseless stuff, man. Yeah.
Atlanta, you know, you look at rap, I mean, since the 90s with the R&B with L.A. Reid, and you got Jermaine Dupri, So Def, much, I mean, Outkast, and then you got T.I., and you got Luda. Yeah. So you got all the
Lil Bow. Oh no, I don't think Lil Bow Wow don't claim us, do it?
Yeah, he from where he from?
No, I think he's from Cleveland. Well, he tried to claim us for a little bit though.
We got I'm sorry, Bow.
I thought Bow Wow was with us. Okay, he from Cleveland. Yeah.
And you look at Atlanta. You know, we had BMF, and now we got Gunna and Young Thug.
Yeah.
How do you think this situation is gonna turn out, and how did they change what you rap about, what you sing about? Am I just singing, making this up, or this really happened and I'm putting this in my music?
I think this is all fairly new because, you know, a lot of rappers are known for going to jail, but in this way with this whole new RICO case thing, that's like next level. It's like
they trying
you
to see
and anybody.
They put that RICO next to your name.
Man.
And I ain't talking about Suave.
Man.
they try to put some years.
Doing it. So it's just crazy. I think it's so new to us, and like I think it definitely changed the way people are gonna rap from here on out and talk about certain stuff. Like I've even heard rappers, they'll be rapping, they'll be like, and I'm talking about like they won't say the name no more.
Right.
They might be talking about some whatever they talking about, some murder or some they don't say the name no more. Right. You just hear little stuff. It's changing over time.
Right.
Everybody's like, all right, let's get smarter with this because we ain't gonna continue to keep going to jail.
What they say, anything that you say can and will be used against you.
I'm telling you, it's getting weird, especially in Atlanta. She ain't playing. That lady.
Oh yeah.
That lady, she ain't playing.
Yeah.
She ain't playing.
Yeah, she's different than Paul Howard.
Boy, she bad. She is a bad mother. Watch your mouth.
You and Quavo would praise this. How was that experience? And Will Packer produced the movie. I had him on.
Oh man, yeah, Will, my boy.
Yeah.
That was fun, man. Getting to see everybody. Chloe Bailey was also in that movie.
Right.
It was a really, really fun movie to shoot, and it was different for me because
Country Wayne was also in it.
Yeah, Country Wayne was in it. Yeah, we had fun. I got a scene with Country Wayne in it. It's going to be so funny, man. But it was just very different for me because it's comedy, yes, but it was also like kind of like it was like a musical almost because we were doing songs and a performance. It's kind of like I'm trying to think of like, you know, how Drumline was, where it was competitive.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Drumline of this age, you know, but we're in churches.
Okay.
So we're like church praise teams competing with each other. So it's so funny, man. But yeah, you get to see me dance, sing, do all type of stuff in this thing.
Was this your first movie?
Yeah, this is my very first movie. Before House Party. House Party happened and around the same time.
Right.
You know, that was just a cameo, but this was my first one actually being the main character.
So how much of your lines were freestyle and how much did you stick to the script?
They let me kind of have, you know, they let me do my thing in there because I came in there. Everybody knew who I was, so they let me do my thing. I was, you know, they would give me like, I might have had like one-liners for a day, and they'd be like, Druski, just do your thing, do your thing. So I would, you know, there's a couple different times where I used very good improv skills, man. It was fun though. It
was filmed at Tyler Perry Studios, right?
No. We filmed around the Atlanta area, but it wasn't at Tyler Perry. It might have been some scenes there, but we were using like landmarks in Atlanta, like the 2 Chainz Trap House.
Okay.
We had some scenes there. We had some scenes at some of the biggest churches in Atlanta.
Y'all didn't go to the Boston, huh?
Nah, we ain't.
What about Cascade? Skate Rick?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We ain't go to. We went to Pastor Eddie Long Church.
Okay.
You remember Pastor Eddie Long?
Of course.
You remember Pastor Eddie Long? Yeah, a lot of people remember Pastor
New
Eddie
Birth.
Long. Yeah, New Birth.
Yeah.
We'll talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Are movies and TV, is that something that you want to get in?
Yes, for sure. That's like the next big thing I want to do. I think I definitely, man, I can't wait. This has all been new, so I got 2 under my belt now. I'm trying to star in my own now.
You're doing something with Kevin Hart, supposed to be, you and Kevin Hart supposed to be doing something together.
And also, me and Jack Harlow have a movie that we're working on behind the scenes. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. And also, I'm looking to produce with my production company for Lifers. I'm looking to produce some movies ourselves under our belt. So, yeah, that's gonna be good shit too.
Give me your top 3 comedians that turned actor.
Chris Tucker, number 1.
Okay.
Chris Tucker, for sure. Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
Turned actor. Gotta put Chris Farley or Will Ferrell. Chris Farley or Will Ferrell in there for sure. One of the two. I don't know between them two, but Chris Farley or Will Ferrell. I don't know if they even started out doing comedy first or stand-up first, but yeah. Chris Tucker, Martin Lawrence, Will Ferrell or Chris Farley.
That's your list, Angle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I would have put you in the list.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't leave Eddie out.
Too late. We gonna move. No.
He one of them ones.
Bernie Mac. Sorry, Bernie.
Yeah, Bernie up there, but he ain't. You know, I'm such a big fan of Chris Tucker, man. He's so stupid, man. He is,
for real.
He is crazy in movies, man.
You dropped out of Georgia Southern. You and I were talking before we started taping. My 2 oldest kids graduated from Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
You dropped out.
Yeah.
Why?
Damn, you gotta say dropped out 5 times.
Okay. Financial.
He gonna make sure I know I dropped out.
Okay.
I can still go back. I'm still enrolled.
Okay, financial aid.
Technically.
Okay.
Technically, I'm
what
still
about
enrolled.
So the financial aid.
Okay.
Did come through.
Yeah. No, you said what made me?
Yeah. What made you decide to say, you know what? I'm good.
I think just my mind just wasn't there. Like I got to that school and it was such big classes and like, you know, classes with like 2,000 people in it, and I don't know anybody in here, and it's like a huge auditorium. Like I just couldn't make that connection of like knowing what I wanted to do and this scenario. So it just, you know, I couldn't get a grasp for what I wanted to do around that time. So I just started, you know, I was in my dorm around that time, or really my apartment that my mom was paying for, and she thought I was still going to classes, but I had completely stopped. And that was around the time when I really started like studying on my phone, just stuff I was inspired by, like Steve Harvey. I was watching him talk after his shows, talk about the leap of faith or just jump and just stuff like that, or watching P. Diddy interviews or Will Smith interviews and listening to their stories. So they were making a lot of sense at the scenario I was in and what I was feeling and the you know, and what their goals were and how it made them feel. So I think that's what clicked for me. And I was like, okay, this is it. Cause this is really, I can connect with what they're saying. Like I literally feel exactly what they're talking about. So this gotta be it. So I had so much faith in me just knowing in my gut, because a lot of people will never take that leap. A lot of people will be like, I feel that, but I gotta make sure I'm secure. I was just on, hey, fuck it.
Right.
Okay.
But your grandma
it's this
said,
or nothing.
Your grandma said, boy, don't call me.
Oh yeah, she
Don't
was
call
so
me.
mad,
You
man.
we
She
got
was
nothing to
so
talk about.
mad. Look, they came and pick me up. You know what I'm saying? I went back down there. They came pick me up, and she was so mad because from where she's from, she's like, we don't even know nobody that didn't go to school. This is like, I don't know what's gonna happen. They just were assuming the worst. Like they probably thought I was about to get in the streets for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, if he ain't going to school, I know, because I was a class clown.
Right.
They're like, I know he getting into something. Like, he ain't gonna do nothing good. So when I told them I wanted to be a comedian, they just thought that was just so like, because that sounds so goofy saying. Think about it. It's like I'm being a comedian. It's like saying I'm being a clown.
But what you wanted to do with your life, a degree wasn't required.
Yes.
Me, I went to Savannah State. I majored in eligibility. I needed to stay eligible for the next semester so I could play football. What I couldn't drop out.
You and a lot of others.
But
you and a lot of others.
No, but what really one of the things that helped me go to class, that's where the girls were.
Yeah, man. Yes.
The girls were in class.
Yes.
I needed to see that.
And they'll help you do your work too.
I did their work.
They'll help you do your work.
You
did your work.
I did my girlfriend's
Look at
homework.
You just, hey, come on.
Be
real though. Somebody wrote a paper.
No. I did my girlfriend's.
You did all your papers?
I did all my papers.
You did your girlfriend's work?
I did.
Oh man.
I did.
You studious. You don't wear the glasses for no reason now.
Some of you
you really got prescription.
Actually, I told a female that I did my girlfriend's homework. She said I was corny.
Man, don't listen to them, man.
She say, hold on.
I know the exact type of girl too.
She told me, say, you went to the NFL, so that means you were really, really good in college. I was like, yeah, I was really good in college. And you doing
what?
She said
stripping.
No, she was like, you did. I like,
yeah. Stripping.
I said, well, if my girlfriend loved men and she needed, I believe she would have did that.
Right.
So I thought it was fair play.
Yeah.
So I did that, Druski.
Yeah. You just stunting on her.
Yeah, I used to be in the library in the little room, study room. I was.
I feel that.
Man, I'm looking, hold on. A military kid. Your dad graduated from the Air Force Academy. Went to Howard and is on the Wall of Honor nominee.
Yeah.
At the Smithsonian National Air and Space Museum.
I don't know how much of that is true.
Your mom has a master's in science and public health and once worked at the CDC.
You sound like them. That's what they were saying. They're like, you want to be a comedian? Of all things, you got everything. That's what they were saying. They were
Because a lot of times kids do follow the path that their parents, a doctor, lawyer, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, but you got to understand, man. Like my parents, I mean, my dad was very, and maybe because he was so disciplining us and, being hard on us, I think maybe that is what created me to, I don't know, it was a mixture of a lot of things. My mom also supported me being funny.
Right.
But to an extent, like she didn't want me to do it at school, but she would let me. She understood that I was like the funny man, and I would always like.
Because discipline requires you not to get off script.
Right.
It's this. I wake up at this time. I do this, and this. I come home. I do this, and this. I go to bed, and the structure is over.
That's
and
how
over
my dad is, though.
He
literally used to make us make our bed, and he would have us put it into. It's this thing. It's like these corners. You got to put it's a crease. You got to be at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
And if it ain't, he said if I can't drop a penny on it or something, if I can't drop and it flip or something, I don't know.
Right.
He's nuts.
Yeah.
But it's something with the military.
Yeah.
And we used to have to do that.
Because that thing got to be snug. It's got to be tight.
Man, so he don't play it. And I think it was just genius the way it all came together and my life. I think I'm just thankful that I'm the person I am today. But yeah, my mom would support it. She was recording me and stuff. My dad, not so much, but he would watch all the raw comedy that I learned from.
Right.
He would watch late at night in like the living room, maybe, he'll have a chair like this with the back of it is to where the steps is.
Right.
So I would come down there and sneak and just be watching and looking what he's watching. And he's watching like Dave Chappelle.
Right.
Like, some of the craziest stand-up specials like Richard Pryor.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just like this behind the corner just looking late at night, like 2 a.m. in the morning. And I'm just looking, just staring, trying to see like, what, like, I was just trying to figure out, like, what is this? He'll watch just
and
different
that
shows.
was a comedian that turned that too.
Yeah, man.
That you left out prior, but okay.
Yeah. No. But those are the ones that he would watch. But maybe I wasn't a big fan of, but that's where the raw stuff would come from.
Right.
My mom would watch more so like Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay,
and,
I like.
she would watch stuff like that, like, Martin and,
I'm looking at the jobs that you had.
Oh man.
Scamming.
Oh man, don't bring that up.
Worked at Red Lobster.
Don't bring that up.
You probably end up bringing all the biscuits home. Trampoline park, warehouse. How did those jobs shape the kind of skits that you do?
I think that's just all Atlanta, man. Atlanta just is like a melting pot for a whole bunch of ways you can get money. So yeah, that's kind of like what inspired it. But I was a server. I remember I used to work at a.
How were the tips?
The tips was all right. They was all right. They was working good at the time. At the time, I was getting girls, so it was working good.
It seems to me that everything that you did a lot tried to get the honey. I mean, you weren't.
He like, is that why you did it?
Yeah, I mean, you weren't trying to make no money.
Nah, but I'm saying it would help though because I could get my hair cut all the time. So when I would go to work, I worked at a Red Lobster.
Right.
A lot of girls come in there and they drink those.
But they with their honey. But they with their dude.
Not all the time. Not all the time. They drink them. They come in there, drink their little frozen drink. Girls' night. Ooh, I'm telling you.
But so hold on.
You hop down.
That's normally the other way around. The guys come in there and talk to the waitress or the cocktail, and not the.
I was one of the only male waitresses. I'm telling you, I was trying to knock down everything back there behind back in the kitchen. I'm telling you, I had all girl servants working with me. I was one of the only male dudes that was working. I was trying to get all of them. I actually got caught up trying to talk to all the girls.
Yeah, see, you doing too much.
I got in trouble because they were all gossiping to each other. I didn't know that. I got all their numbers. I'm texting them every time I leave work. I don't know. They going and like talking about it somewhere. There's group chats and stuff talking about me. Like, it got crazy. I ended up having to leave. Yeah,
you had to leave.
I had to leave. I like, it's too much. I'm coming into work. I'm getting bugged. And like, man, it's getting crazy.
The cheddar biscuits ain't that good.
Man, ain't that good. I'm telling you.
I'm reading that you went to school. You wanted to be a sportscaster.
Oh, yeah. I actually got to talk to Stan Verrett early on when I was at GGC at the first college I was at.
Right.
My school counselor went to college with Stan Verrett, and they were really close friends. So when I met my school counselor, and she was like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "Oh, I just want to be on TV. I want to be on ESPN." She was like, "Oh, my one of my best friends from college is Stan Verrett, and he's on ESPN every night." I was like, "What?" She put me on FaceTime with him, and I don't even know if he remembers that, but yeah, she put me on FaceTime with him, and I had a conversation with him, and he was just like, "Man, just stay consistent and stay in school." Wasn't the best advice. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was.
Well, clearly you ain't.
Yeah, clearly I ain't following the footsteps.
You dropped out of school shortly after that. So.
I ain't heard nothing he said. But yeah, man, he's a good guy though. He was a genuine dude.
You a big sports fan?
Yeah.
Who's your team?
I don't necessarily have a team. I'm fans of the players.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of
certain players. Who's your player? Who's your favorite player?
I'm big on LeBron, man. I like the way he got his whole career going.
Yeah.
And the way he's just a social person. He's not like Jordan and not like doesn't like people and staying away from the black people and stuff. No shade, but
you got me, Jordan.
But it's just it was one of those things where people wanted to love him. Yeah. And I think especially our people because we buy all his stuff. Everything. And I just feel like he could have, showed.
But I think at that level of celebrity, have you ever been around? Have you ever met?
But like I said, I've never been around him, so I don't know. So I can't really say.
It's unlike anything. You've ever experienced. He doesn't seem real. When you meet Jordan, it's gonna be like he's levitating.
Wow, is it really like that?
I've never met. I've never
a billionaire, ain't he?
No, I've never met anybody that's been around this man for the first time that said he didn't seem real.
Why? Is it in a good way? Or?
It's in a good way. No, he's like, I don't want to be blasphemous or sacrilegious, but he's like he's levitated, like he got it, like he ain't real.
What makes you say that though? What does he do? What is he doing?
Nothing. He doesn't do anything.
He playing golf with like a gold stick or something?
No, dude. I walked on the elevator in '93. The Super Bowl was in Atlanta, and he was with his first wife. And I got on the elevator, and I'm looking at him, and I was like, "I'm Shannon. I know who you are." And I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, but I just kept looking at him, and I know he's thinking to himself, "This dude weird." And I'm like, "This is Michael Jordan," and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, "This is Michael Jordan," and it was like he was like levitating. No, dude, I'm telling you, it was like I've never.
Are you serious? I get it. I got to meet him then. So I got to give it to LeBron just because LeBron.
LeBron.
But maybe I'm judging the book by its cover. I don't know. I never met Jordan.
But I think the thing is that LeBron is kind of like the Jordan, but I don't think any athlete will ever, especially American athlete. Now, I don't know anything about the soccer like Messi and Ronaldo, things like Mbappe, Neymar, okay.
Right.
But I'm talking about you got. I'm telling you,
I probably will meet Jordan before he passes. I definitely
you got that. That's a bucket list thing.
Yeah.
Hold on, you stayed at Odell during the pandemic?
Yeah. I did, man. Yeah, that was actually around that time when I was getting a lot of eyes on me, man. It was a great scenario for me, honestly, because I was able to live for free. I had a chef. We had cleaning ladies that's coming every day. They doing my laundry. So I had nothing but time to record and come up with jokes and all type of stuff. So, and he had his homeboys there, so they also would be there, and one of his boys is a comedian, so it almost, it was almost perfect for me because we're shooting videos and coming up with new jokes, going and just everything. I was training too.
So you were training, you going to the league. Remember, you had skill like that.
They had me all type of meal plans and stuff. Yeah. I think the cook don't like me though, because I kept asking for too much, and she was like, "I'm making Odell's food. I'm asking for creme brulee and all type of." I just wanted to live the life a little bit, But yeah, it was a great time. I think it was a whole summer though. It was a couple months. Yeah.
You have an ownership stake in the fan control league. So what owner are you like? Are you like a Jerry Jones, or you one of those guys that's out front? You always talking in front of the camera, or you one of these owners that you sit back?
That's me right there. I'm on the field. I'm out front. I'm messing around with the fans. I'm one of those. I'm one of those guys, man. I'm in front of the camera 24/7. Terrell Owens is
he
also,
played in your league.
Yeah. He's nice. He played. He commentate.
Right.
He do everything. He coach.
He want to play in the NFL. You think T.O. can play in the NFL again?
What position? Same position?
Yeah.
Man, the way these boys coming in. These boys coming in quicker. They coming faster and faster. They fast, man. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I don't know. But he probably could play like, some tight end. I think he'll get off.
No, he's a little small to be playing tight end.
Think so?
Yeah.
He's tall.
Yeah, but he thin.
Okay.
That's a difference.
Yeah.
No.
Run across that middle, that ain't happening.
You standing next to LeBron and the fan wanted your autograph?
Yeah. At where were we at? We were in Summer League in Vegas.
Right.
We were in Summer League in Vegas.
This past summer?
Yeah, that was this past summer. I
was out there.
Yeah. And I just came to one of the games, and him and Russ walked into the
I remember that.
the arena, and everybody literally lost it. Like nobody was even watching the game anymore. They're screaming LeBron. So I was like, I'm not one of those guys that like, oh, he got to come and talk to me. I just got up. I went over there and I said what's up to him. This is my first time meeting him.
Okay.
So I said what's up to Russ because I've met Russ before, and I said what's up to Russ, and I saw LeBron. And I was like, what's going on? But he already knew exactly who I was. And he was like, what's going on, boy? I was like, boy, what y'all boys doing tonight, man? What y'all doing tonight? And he laughed, and he was just like, man, get him out of here, bro. Like, shut up, man. But it was a good interaction. But the whole time I was talking to him, it was a dude up there. He's like, Druski, go to bed, Rockets, baby. Go to bed. I'm like, yo, this dude is crazy. So LeBron was laughing at that too. He like, man, all right, bro. But it was good though.
Did you see the clip of Zion Williamson?
Yeah. He tried to talk like me.
Yeah.
He got it though. I like the way he took a little bit of that CEO from Coulda Been Records on there, man. I like to see that though. That was cool.
Celebrity boxing.
Would I do it?
Yeah.
Hell no. Are you nuts?
Because, man, what you call it?
CTE, man. I just told you about CTE.
Yeah.
That's real.
But I think you could train. I mean, you be right.
Shit. They got to punch me?
Yeah.
Hell no. I ain't doing it. You crazy, boy. You know how.
But you hung out with Floyd. Floyd gonna be your trainer.
Yeah.
Floyd 50-0. So he ought to be able to train you to be 1-0.
If I got to get in the ring with somebody like Javante or somebody, I ain't doing it. I might do another celebrity though. I do another celebrity. I just bob and weave. Yeah. It depends on the celebrity though. Like you, hell no. I ain't getting in there with you. You know what I'm saying? I pick my poison right. I ain't getting in there with no nigga like you. I get in there with Rod Wave or somebody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody around my size.
Right.
Now it makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't getting in there with no nigga like you. You know. Yeah, man.
When is Druski go? Are you looking to settle down? Are you looking for that woman to settle down with? Or are you dating? With the intent to get married, or you dating?
I'm dating. I have no intent to get married, I tell you that. But I tried out, a serious relationship not too long ago. The whole public relationship thing.
It's hard.
Yeah, man, because everybody gets in between. Everybody want to talk about who this person been with, who that, history and all this stuff. So I think the next relationship, at some point, whenever it happens,
got to be private.
Yeah, when that lady out there, so,
you got to be private.
Yeah, got to be private.
Because
man.
you know what I noticed about private?
Yeah.
People can't F up what they don't know about.
They can't say nothing. It's crazy, man. I'm talking about literally like motherfuckers everywhere is just, everybody got an input. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is like, yeah, man, probably, yeah, definitely. Is that how you do it? Private?
Private.
Yeah.
Private.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of success from that.
Right now, I'm just,
chill vibe.
Yeah.
I feel that.
You live and learn.
Yeah.
Who you can trust, what you can, what you can say. And,
yeah.
Everybody's not going to leave the relationship with the same thing that you got out of the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But hey,
True.
It is what it is.
Yeah. You ain't lying, bro. It's stressful, man. It was only like a good month, 2 months. And it was like, I just posted, shawty.
Right.
Y'all already got all this dirt.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Everybody got a pass, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just, and then it constantly gets thrown up in your face, and then you're like, damn, I thought I had one. Yeah.
Boy, you be thinking you had one all the time. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Deceiving.
But see, hey, if you keep it private, if things break up, don't nobody know.
You ain't lying. You'll never know if you got a hole on your hand. You never know if you got a hole or not. You just loving that hole.
Man, you out your mind. You had a hole in your mind.
You don't know what you got, just be happy. Keep it, man.
I'm going to get you out of here on this one.
Yes, sir.
Best of luck on the tour.
Thank you, brother.
You promoting anything, and how can people get tickets?
People can get tickets at forlifersworld.com. Y'all make sure y'all grab that, man. Coulda, woulda, shoulda tour coming to a city near you.
Bro,
wait,
I appreciate some of your time,
this
bro.
Great, man. Thank you, dog.
Go check him out. Druski.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.